Hey everyone, Foundation Afro here, and welcome to the second episode of Nerd Word, where I will be talking about time travel. Now, time travel in the traditional sense, that is going backwards or forwards in time, is theoretically impossible. However, a different sense of time travel, that is time manipulation, is not only possible, it's been done. The faster you get the speed of light, the slower time goes. Which means time isn't exactly linear in the traditional sense. It still goes forward, but it doesn't go forward at a constant rate. And they've actually done an experiment on this. They sent two planes flying in different directions around the world at the same velocity with immensely precise atomic clocks on them. But if you think of it, in a way, they weren't actually going at the same speed. Let's say, just for simplicity's sake, the planes were both traveling at 10 kilometers per hour, and the Earth was rotating at 1 kilometer per hour. The one going the same direction as the Earth, when you look at it, is really only going 9 kilometers per hour, because every hour it travels 10 kilometers, but the Earth underneath it has rotated 1 kilometer. So theoretically it's only traveled 9 kilometers. The one traveling west, I think I said west the first time, but I meant east. The one traveling east is going the opposite direction of the Earth. So every time it travels 10 kilometers in an hour, the Earth has rotated 1 kilometer, so it's technically gone 11 kilometers, or 2 kilometers more than the other plane. Which means it's traveling faster. Now when they did this, the planes reached the destination. The one that was traveling faster, the one going west against the rotation of the Earth, had registered less time on the extremely precise atomic clock than the one going east, which shows the faster you go, the slower time goes. Now keep in mind, these were extremely fast jets. You or I will probably never achieve that kind of speed that will actually slow down time a little bit. But it is interesting, and theoretically, should we hit the speed of light, about 2.99 times 10 to the 8 meters per second, time should stop entirely. But as I explained in my last video on FTL travel, which I will put a link to right here, that is impossible. And then theoretically again, should we achieve faster than light speeds, time will slow down more, that is, it will go backwards. So, if any kind of time travel is possible, it's only possible to go back, not forward. But enough of the sciencey stuff. Let's get into the nerdy science fiction stuff. Now, I'm sure all the science fiction fans around here have seen it. An episode of a television show or a movie where someone goes back in time and they're told you cannot change the past. It will have consequences for the present and for the future. Wrong. That is actually not true. Any large changes to history will correct themselves. Small ones won't. Like if I were to go back in time and steal a can of pop or something, that it wouldn't really do anything to the timeline. Therefore, the timeline would have no need to correct itself. I'm not saying I'm a thief or anything. I don't get that idea. But, say I were to go back in time and do something big. Now, the time chain, or the history change everyone uses, or many people use, is if they got a chance to go back in time, they would go back in time and kill Hitler. So that is what I will use as well. Say I found a way to go back in time and then go forward in time again, return to 2013. I went back in time to before the First World War, took a gun, bang, killed Adolf Hitler. Then I came forward in time, back to the present. That would actually have no change on the timeline whatsoever, and Hitler would still be alive. And I will explain to you why. Okay, I kill Hitler. Therefore, World War II never happens. Hitler never performs all the atrocious things he did. They never get documented in history. I don't go to school and learn about Hitler's deeds. Therefore, right now in the present, when I have the chance to go back in time, I don't want to kill Hitler, because technically it never happened. So I don't do it. And by not doing it, Hitler survives, all those things happen. Big changes in history? Not possible. So all those science fiction things that say you can't make any large changes to history, they're right. And they're not right in saying you may not make any changes to history. They're right in saying you cannot make any changes to history. It is not possible to make any large changes to history, and I find that really, really cool, except for the fact that you can't stop any bad things from happening. So that's about all I have to say for this episode of Nerd Word on time travel. If you liked it, please give me a like and a subscribe and leave a comment below. Oh, no thumbs down. Below. Oh, and one more thing. I said that time travel to the future wasn't possible. I lied. Look at the clock. It's now about 10 minutes later than when you started watching this video. Yes, I made you go forward in time.